Hello, I believe we are live. I believe so. Just checking over on the YouTube button. I think we are live. Rufus is just on a phone call. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to a Sunday reset. It's a little bit later than planned. Unfortunately, we got delayed getting back from the boot sale today. What a complete and utter waste of time it was today, to be honest. There were so many cars. We ended up on the second row of cars waiting to go in, and there were 5 rows in total. I mean, the third, fourth, and fifth are only half rows, but it was bonkers there today. And because we were quite a way back, it was very quiet on the stalls where we were, unfortunately. But yes, we are doing the boot sales at the moment, clearing out stuff from us, from Rufus's mum, from other bits and pieces, and also trying to raise some money for the bladder cancer charity, Action Bladder Cancer and Fight Bladder Cancer. So these are the posters. I'm going to show this every time. So this is the main poster, or one of the main posters for the new campaign. May is Bladder Cancer Awareness Month. This has got a beetroot, a cartoon beetroot, and it says, "I'm not the only thing that changes the colour of your pee. Look down." And it says, "The colour of your pee matters. Red, pink, orange or brown pee, even just once. Contact your GP practice or 111. Early diagnosis saves lives." It really does. I am living proof of that. And yeah, so this is hashtag P aware, PEE aware. So do have a wee look. Make sure you look and check if you've had a wee. If you're hard, it sounds really weird. If you've got visual issues, ask a loved one, a friend, if you've got that sort of friend, or a family member, just to check every now and again, maybe once a week, just to make sure that there's nothing going on, because your pee, a change in the colour of your pee, or a spot of blood, or a spot of what looks like a little tiny baby scab, that was the only thing that made me aware when I was first diagnosed. I had no other symptoms, no other nothing, and luckily when they did my first surgery, it was caught just fast enough. We do have a pussycat already. This is the always gorgeous Princess. Hello, Princess. How are you doing, my lovely one? Hello, Pickle Bum. I don't think Pickle Bum suits you, but that's Rufus's nickname for her. So yeah. Yes, Dormouse. Dormouse is saying that you love when you see these type of posters on the back of loo doors. Absolutely. It's one of those things that I think is really important. The bowel cancer ones, I mean, they do a lot more screening for that. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of screening you can do for bladder cancer, because in the early stages, it's just there. But yes, anyway, yes. Anyway, that's it really, I guess. So Rufus is coming in a little bit. As I say, he's on the phone to his sister. It is his birthday on Wednesday, but he doesn't want a lot of kerfuffle. So on Wednesday's live stream, if you are a regular here, we're just going to do a happy birthday to Rufus and then very quickly move on. Okay, but it's also Kimberly's birthday, which is why we call her Rufus's twin. She's actually born on the same day. Different continent, but the same day. Not like same day, same year, same everything. So we're going to make a big deal for Kimberly's birthday, but just slightly scoot past Rufus's. He's not a huge fan of that, if that makes sense. Good afternoon to Dormouse. Good afternoon to Ethelred the Unready. Good evening, Ed. Afternoon, Ed. Good afternoon to Michelle. Good afternoon to Karen CCS67. I can't do the 6-7. Rufus is on the phone. Audrey says, "Hello Lisa, no Rufus, currently one eye and ears on you and cooking tea. What are you having for your tea today?" Samantha Briggs, "Hi Lisa, hello my darling, hope you're well." Yeah, Michelle likes it on the loo doors as well. They should have them on all the loo doors. I think they should. I think they should be everywhere. Mouse is busy watching Rain and Birdies. Is that real ones? Because we've got a channel called Cat TV that I put on for Mr. Felix, and he will sit there transfixed for hours just watching birdies and things popping in and out of a feeding table. Anne-Marie Pollock, good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. Ethelred the Unready, currently out with Annie Pup. I'll be with you lovelies properly soon. Give Annie Pup a big old cuddle from us. We are going to arrange, I know we keep saying it, my ADHD and his tism just make it really difficult at times to make arrangements and do things, but we are going to arrange another doggo meetup and go walking in a field, not, you know what I mean, the doggo park, that one. So yes, anyway, what was I going to say? I was going to say something else. Lego builds. Have I done any Lego builds this week? No, but I am on it writing. I think I've written episode 4 for Brickhampton. It's not what I was setting out to build. I was setting out to do like comedy, silly, you know, blah blah blah, isn't this funny, here's a funny skit, and it's turned into something a bit more EastEnders. No, not EastEnders, because it's a bit more Coronation Street, a little bit soap with humour, if that makes sense. It's not EastEnders, because EastEnders is depressing, isn't it? Good morning, Kimberly. How are you, my darling? She says morning, because if you don't know, Kimberly is the other side of the world. So where she is, it's morning. Isn't that right, my darling? In Alabama. Real birdies, you have blue terms, blue tits, terms, in the box outside the kitchen window. Oh, that sounds lovely. That does sound really, really lovely. So you're loving the t-shirt. Believe it or not, this was Rufus's t-shirt, and I ended up going, I grabbed it today because basically we woke up late to go to the boot sale. The alarms went off at 9. I promptly turned it off and went back into a deep slumber. I did, partly because this little precious, she was on the end of the bed. Now, it's the first time she's been with us, what? How long have you been with us now? A whole week now, isn't it? And you were 3 or 4 days last time round. And it's the first time she's got anywhere near the bed and not jumped off immediately, because obviously she was told, get off the bed. So she never used to come in the bedroom, never used to get on the bed, and was just like, nope, she was out of there. So last night, it was super late. Well, I say last night, it was this morning. It was about 4 a.m. And I was just ready to sleep. And I went, oh, Rufus, I think that's Princess. We think we're going to call her Precious. Rufus wants to call her Pickle Bum. I don't know why. But you don't mind the name Princess Precious Pickle Bum, do you? No, that can be your Sunday name. Yes. Anyway, she was sleeping on the end of the bed. Felix was on the bed. She was on the ottoman and doom pile of clothes that I have at the end of the bed, which is covered over with a cat hair protective blanket, basically. And she was asleep on there, weren't you, for the very first time. And then we got back from the boot sale at like 4:10, and I walked in the bedroom. Rufus, Felix was immediately like, I want to go outside. So he bombed outside, and this little one was asleep on the blanket on top of the ottoman. I was like, oh, how precious, she's there. So that was super, super, super mega lovely. It really was, wasn't it? So you're there. We have launched the memberships. I know. I'm being proactive. I've been very productive this week. Very, very productive and proactive. So I've been making appointments. I've been doing all sorts this week. I've been I don't know who I am. I don't know who's taken over my body. But the memberships are live. You can start. They start at $1.99 if you just want to help support the channel, and 50% of, from June, 50% of any monies made on the YouTube, once they take their cut, goes to the 2 bladder cancer charities, split between them, and the rest goes into running the channel, basically upgrading the computer eventually and things like that. But there's also a higher tier. So the first tier, $1.99, you get emojis and something else, the badges, and yeah, then there's also one, I think it's $5.99, and that is where you get, oh, and access to videos a day early. So there's already a video up. I know, look at me, we filmed it yesterday, I edited it and had it uploaded, ready to roll. So it's there for the members now, and it will go live tomorrow at 4 or 4:30 for everyone else. So the $5.99 tier, there's also going to be a monthly live stream. Don't go near my coffee, it's hot. So she steps over my coffee. Well done, you. Are you coming on this cushion? Well, what about when Daddy's here? She's, nope, I'm going outside. She might be going for a week. So yeah, the $5.99 one gets you, what did I say? What did I just say? It gets you, come on brain, think. A members only live stream, members only polls, something else. My brain's not entirely working, to be fair. I didn't have an awful lot of sleep, and then we went and did boot sale. So let me have a look. I'll get this up on the thingy. And for May, any money earned goes to the bladder cancer charities. That also includes any watch time for videos, anything like that. I'm not allowed to say put videos on and put them on loop while you're asleep. I can't say that, but you know, anything that any money at all raised in May goes directly. What am I looking at? I'm looking at my earn button. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, any of that goes directly to the Fight Bladder Cancer and Bladder Cancer UK. It looks like we've got one person that has joined already. So thank you to Nicola Peters. Thank you very much. We have, what am I looking for? Come on. Nope, nope, nope. Why won't it tell me what the thing is? I can't. These are all new bits of videos, new bits of the YouTube thing that I can't remember what it is. Oh, here we go. So the Losers Club members, $1.99, the loyalty badges, the emojis, and early access to videos. So you get them a day early. Those are for $1.99 a month. YouTube takes its 30% off the top, and whatever's left gets split between us and the cancer charities forever. And for May, everything goes to those two charities. And for the lifers, which I thought I have to call it that, the lifers are $5.99, and that is lifers polls, shout outs on the videos, exclusive live stream once a month, and shorts. We're going to be doing some catch up videos, little bits of us in real life. So if we find anything good in the shops at a bargain, if you would just go, here's a completely amazingly cute picture or cute video of Princess or Felix doing something amazingly cute. Also, you'll all have to let us know what you want about the what I ate this week type things, because I'm posting them over on the Facebook group. Hello to our Facebook members. If you're not on the Facebook, you can join that for free. It is Losers Club by Beyond Authentic Health. And I was very aware, Jane's video, Jane Day, the Empress we call her. I'm going to take a slurp of my coffee. 1 second. Apologies if it's a noisy. Drink, drink, drink. There we go. Let me know what you're drinking. But Jane Day did say in her video, she doesn't understand the what I eat in a day, what I eat in a week videos, because it doesn't affect her, if you like. Now, I do get exactly what she means, but for me it's something different, because for me, I do look and I do judge and I do go, oh my god, there's no speed on that plate, that's not on plan. I can't help it, can't help myself. Do you do that as well? Let me know. I can't be the only one. I mean, Rufus does it as well, but that's because, you know, like, together we're like, there's no speed. And we used to do it in our Slimming World group, you know, on the Facebook page, our little group, when somebody will go, I've been totally on plan this week and I haven't lost anything. And they put up pictures of all their meals, and there's like one sliced tomato in over the whole week, and that's their speed. And you just go, well, you're not. You're just eating carbs and protein and a bit of vegetables. But it's just free food. There's like, even your vegetables aren't speed vegetables. It's like sweet corn and things and peas. Anyway, look, am I the only one that actually, I don't judge harshly. I don't. I note it. Does that make sense? It's like, oh, you might not get good losses if that's how you're eating. But again, each to their own. If people are doing that and getting big losses, then sustainable losses over time. I mean, I don't mean like you lost £12 this week, because that's bonkers. But if people are doing that, then yay. if that makes sense. Shen London, afternoon Lisa and all in the chat. Rufus will be joining us once he's off the phone to his sister. Audrey is cooking 3% fat beef mince from Aldi. Carrots, onion, garden peas, sprouts and neep. Oh, that sounds nice. Kimberly's having breakfast. What are you having, Kimberly? Audrey says hello. Yeah, Michelle says the cat is back, the lovely cat. She is. She's so gorgeous. Hair gets everywhere. I had my my lightweight sweatshirty thing. It's a Cotton Traders zip-uppy here sweatshirty thing, and I had it on at the boot sale, and Rufus looked over and he went, have you seen what you're wearing? And I was like, yeah. He went, look down the front, and I was like, oh, covered in cat fur, covered. So I was like, oh, I better take it off then. So I did take it off. Denise Lowe, good afternoon to you, Denise. Hello. Your head goes Princess Pickle, then again to Icklebum. I know. She will probably be nicknamed Picklebum forevermore, because that's just funny. Hello, Dormouse. Are you alone this week? Yes. When did Grumpy go? Grumpy left this morning for Norway. You're home alone until the 18th. My darling, I do believe you have my phone number if you ever want a phone call. If you ever want a natter, I'm more than up for that. You've said, be warned if a stray dog appears. I will say, all welcome. He has absolutely no way. He said, absolutely no way. Okay. I get what you mean by that. If a random doggo appears, you're just like we did with Felix and now Princess. Can't take any more though. We are at capacity for the fur babies. Hello everyone, says Codeb. Good afternoon to you. And happy American Mother's Day. You're in New York City celebrating with family. Wow. That sounds amazing, Codeb. Happy American Mother's Day to you. And yes, to anyone who isn't an American mother but celebrates Mother's Day in America, if that makes sense. Samantha Briggs, you've got a cup of Yorkshire tea. Oh, I used to drink a lot of that, and I got so out of drinking tea now. I can't remember the last time I had a cup of tea. I like Yorkshire tea or PG Tips pyramid bags, just because. You love what you eat in a day videos. It gives new ideas and inspiration. Well, we just posted one yesterday. Rufus made, he wanted to bolognese, and we were going to do, what were we going to do? We were going to do some bolognese and then get salad and do this and that. And it ended up, he put so many, a whole punnet of mushrooms went in this, and onion and tomatoes and tinned tomatoes and everything else. So it was packed full of speed food. And when I dished it up the first day, I was like, there's at least 3 days here, Rufus. It's like, there's 3 good sized portions here. So that's what we ended up doing. So the first day was pasta, like gluten-free pasta, twirly bits. The next day we had actual spaghetti, which we don't eat very often, even though I've got a cupboard full of gluten-free spaghetti because it was on offer. But we were like, okay. I did overcook it. It went in. And the gluten-free spaghetti, the pasta's normally all right, but the gluten-free spaghetti, do you want to come up, Princess? Do you want to come up? Pickle Bum. Do you want to come up, Pickle Bum? Princess Precious Pickle Bum. Do you want to come up? Oh, she says, no, I've gone outside again. Do you want to come up? No? So the gluten-free spaghetti, you go, oh no, it's not cooked. Oh no, it's raw. It's just wet. No, it's not cooked. No, it's not cooked. No, it's not cooked. It's cooked. It's perfect. Oh, it's overcooked. It's mush. There's literally like a 3-second window, literally just a little tiny window for you to get it out of the pan. And I missed that window. So it had started to get to mush. By the time I'd tipped the water out and put it in the colander and done all that stuff, it wasn't fully mush, but it was quite mushy. Not quite like mushy peas mushy, but it was quite just the other side of perfectly done. But it was still nice. And then yesterday, because he's been wanting the Sloppy Joe pizza, we bought the wraps, and there's a big mega haul video coming up. They're included in that. And I went, well, why don't we do the bolognese on the pizza? That might be really nice, and we'll use it in a different way than just bunging it with some pasta or some rice and turning it into a chili or whatever. And he was like, Oh yeah, that might be nice. Bloody lovely. Absolutely bloody lovely. The Slimming World Wrap, if you haven't done it yet, Slimming World Wraps as a pizza base, absolutely delicious. If you're not anywhere where you've got a Iceland or where you can buy the Slimming World Wraps, have a look on the app of for what the wraps are near you, because a lot of different wraps are healthy extras or relatively okay SWIP wise. So you might choose to have your healthy fibre choice as a baked apple and then SWIP your wrap, if that makes sense, rather than using that as your SWIPs if it's not quite on the healthy extra line. But yeah, absolutely, really delicious. You don't have to put, I don't think you put anything else in it, just literally cook down the bolognese sauce a little bit more so it was a bit thicker, put it all over the pizza bases, a bit of grated cheese on top for a healthy calcium choice, bunged them in the air fryer, and they were so nice, so nice. So yeah, I think it's my turn to cook this week, so until Wednesday's live, we're aiming for normal time, right? We're aiming for, is it 6:30 we normally do? It is, isn't it? We're aiming for 6:30. However, I have got my laser doodah at 4:30. I am going to see tomorrow morning if I can bring it forward slightly to maybe earlier in the afternoon. But I should be done, in, out and done and back home before 6, in theory, as long as they're not running super late, which the last time we were in, they were. So we're saying 6:30 is normal. It might be pushed to 7 depending on when we can get back. Oh no, it's normally 6, isn't it? 6 p.m. Is it? My brain is not working. I do apologise. Whatever time is, it might be 6:30. It might be 7. Unless if I get back super quick, then it'll be super quick, if that makes sense. But that's for this week only, and then next week it should all be back to normal. Everyone's saying hello. Audrey Dormouse is asking you if you've got rain as well where you are. So yes. You're drinking Ribena Summer Fruits. Oh, that sounds really nice. We like that one as well. Shen saying hello to Kimberly. You're having for breakfast omelette. So you've got eggs, mushrooms, onions, reduced fat cheese, and turkey smoked sausage on the side. That sounds lovely. Oh, I could just eat that with a chai tea latte. I'm still a bit interested about chai teas. I'm still not entirely convinced, if that makes sense. You need a water, Claire, George II. What? I don't know what that means. You comment to yourself on our you comment to yourself, Audrey, on your group's Facebook page as well. Lisa Temlet says hi all. Yeah, I agree. Kimberly says you're not a mother, and since your mother passed away, you just kind of try to forget it. Absolutely, my darling. I get that. I do. Dormouse is having a sour sop tea instead of a Walter. Can't describe the taste, but it's lovely. That sounds good. You like the name Pickle Bum? Do you like the name Pickle Bum? Princess, do you like the name Pickle Bum? Pickle Bum. You do. She went, yes. Do you like that name? Shall we call you Pickle Bum? Or shall we call you Precious Princess Pickle Bum the Third? I mean, you're not the third, but would that be good? You want to get up on my lap, don't you? Come here then. Come here then. Come here for cuddles. I know you're looking around. You're like, oh. It does sound nice, sour sop tea. Or does it? I don't know. Sounds either really delicious or really... Yeah. Shen London, you missed Wednesday's live, but you've just watched it. You were on a cruise ship, and you're fully prepared for a gain. Did you enjoy yourself? Did you make memories? Did you make choices that you are okay with? Because if you stuck to plan 100% and spent the whole cruise worrying about, oh my gosh, how many swips is this? And I better not have a cocktail, I just have a glass of water. If you weren't able to enjoy yourself and you spent all that money on a cruise, then kind of what's the point? And the whole point for us living healthily, and especially the lifers, doing this for life, finding a way of eating that is going to help us get to a healthy weight, keep that weight off, hopefully, maintain our health and improve our health as we grow older. That's certainly what me and Rufus are doing this for, and I know Jane is the same, Jane Day. Then you've also got to allow space in there to breathe and to enjoy yourself and have a holiday and make those memories. But it all depends. In my old way of thinking, I would have gone, I'm on holiday, therefore plans out the window, to eat everything in sight, get back on it afterwards. And we did that for 10 days one year over Christmas, New Year, and I gained a lot. 1 stone, 3 pounds I gained in 10 days because the old way of eating kicked back in, and that's what happened. These days, I think I'll be a lot more moderate, a lot more managed, because I don't want to eat dirty, greasy food. At the boot sale today, we were right near the chip van. Oh, the smell of the grease, both me and Rufus were like, oh, it's making me feel ill. There was one moment, and it was the fried onions, you know, that they put in burgers. Like, well, burgers, but it was in hot dogs. That frying onions, that's the only bit I was like, oh, that smells nice. And I felt like saying, can I just have some cooked onions? Not fry them, just put them on the grill bit and just cook them for me, and I'll just have some caramelized onions, because I thought it smells really nice. Didn't want the burger or hot dog or anything else. Gluten-free pasta is definitely a challenge. It really is. It's a hard day for you, Kimberly, so no incoming hug. But you are one of the best mums in the world to your doggos. You absolutely are. Hello, Proper, says Ed. Same to you, my darling. I don't know why it's changing it. From Hello, it says on my screen, Mr. Proper. Very strange. Oh gosh, there we go. Audrey and Kimberly, your meals sound wonderful. You have no idea what you're having this evening. I think we are having fish, because we bought some. And I think you're having salmon. I think that's what you're having today. You've got some salmon, not even smoked salmon, because you don't like the smoked salmon, do you? No, you've got some actual salmon just for you and your best friend, boyfriend, brother, husband. Yes, Mr. Felix. They're not any of that, just best friends. You and your bestie Felix, you've got some salmon today. I know. Lovely, lovely, lovely. You like salmon? We found that out last time you stayed here. Oh, it is raining where you are. Oh gosh. You just love plain black spiced chai. You zhuzh your chai up a bit. Chai is refreshing. I'm still not sure. I don't know what it's supposed to taste like. So I'm not sure if that makes sense. I'm still not sure. Shen London, you had a great time and now you're back on plan. You see, then that is wonderful, my darling. That's the way to do it. God, I sound like Mr. Punch. That's the way to do it. That's awesome that you're able to do that. I know a lot of people struggle, but also when we used to go to group, there were a few people at our groups, both groups that we went to, that had members that were doing it so they could be on plan, or so they could be off plan on their holidays. One guy used to go and drink a lot of pints and a lot of lager and have a lot of the kebabs and takeaways when he went to Spain, and eat a lot of that sort of, you know, fried chicken and junk food, but he didn't eat it the rest of the year. I think they went twice a year, and the gap in between, he'd be on plan, maintain his weight, lose the gain that he had from the previous holiday, lose that, come in where he wanted to be, and then another holiday would roll around. So off he'd go again. Are you getting down? Can you hear Daddy outside? I could hear Daddy outside. Ow! That was a claw in my meaty thigh. Thank you very much. Oh, she's actually going to sit in her bed. And so yeah, and basically that's what they did all year round. They kept the weight off in between, and then went off on holiday and indulged in everything, and then came home and back on plan. More power to you if that's what if you're able to do that. That sounds like a good balanced sort of mix way of doing it. Let's have a look. Your tongue disagrees when you have coffee, so tea or chai are your alternatives. Yeah. Samantha Briggs, good evening, good afternoon. Good afternoon, it's afternoon, Lisa. You got to maintain this week. Well done. You're happy with that because you had your daughter's birthday. Well done, my darling. You get the clap. There you go. We'll give you the clap as well. Well done. That's awesome, Samantha. Well done for you. That is a success. Absolutely. Yeah, where did your cruise go to? You're asking all the questions that I should have asked, but yeah. You don't put milk in your chai tea, just have it as it is. Oh, excuse me. I'll have to try it. The Shan London, there was greasy food, sausages, bacon, etc. I just didn't want it. That's how I am today at the chip van. I was just like, not even does it register as food in my brain. It just smells of grease. You love your four-legged kiddos. Yeah, our fur babies as well. Yeah, don't worry. We got what you meant, Dormouse, about an incoming hug. Oh my gosh, you went to France, Belgium and the Netherlands. That sounds amazing. What's the cat update? Are they both with you full time? The cat update, Kimberly, my darling, is Felix is with us forever. He is our we'll hopefully be with him when he's 20 because he's only about a year old now. And Precious, the mum of the daughter next door, the neighbour, she basically said, I said, can you let us know what's happening? Because we haven't heard from your daughter. And she said, oh, well, what did she ask you? I said, well, the daughter asked us whether we could take her for a few days while she's staying at her dad's. And that was probably only till the bank holiday. And the mum said, okay, I'll talk to her. But then she said, she's probably not going to come back in this house. And I said, okay. I said, we're more than happy to take her on, but we'd need to get her chip number transferred, her microchip transferred over and all of that. I said, so if you could send us those details. I said, but we'd be more than happy to take her on if you want. And she said, well, I'm not sure what we're going to do. No, she said, I'm not sure what daughter's going to say, but she's not going to be coming back in this house. And I just said, okay, all right then. Well, we're more than happy to take her on. Just send us her details. Has she sent us the details for the microchip? No. But we are now assuming that we have adopted Precious Princess Picklebun. So yeah, as far as we're concerned, they've now got 2 litter trays. Rufus bought another litter tray. It's like this deep. It's made of metal. So there's the little-ish litter trays. We've got the large litter tray, and this is an extra large litter tray. So we've got that now. She already had her own feeding bowls and all of that are separate. We've fleed them, and they've got we're gonna sort out this week about taking her for her vet check and also trying to get the details of her microchip. So that's the plan. It may end up being next week or the week after, but that is the plan, is that we're going to roll that in fairly soon. And as far as I'm concerned, she's our second feline fur baby. So that's that. We're trying to work out, we think she's about 3 or 4 years old. Although I seem to remember that she was a year or 2 when they got her next door. So she might be a little bit older than that. But yeah. Anyway, have we all remembered to hit the thumbs up button? If you can hit the thumbs up button, that'd be awesome. And do the hypey thing afterwards. Don't know what that does though, but yeah. They do sound lovely. What cruise line? You want to take a European cruise? You're sure it's much different to our Caribbean cruises? It will be. It'll be a lot colder. Predictive text gets you in trouble, and voice to text. They can't understand your southern accent. I can understand that. Yep, no, I agree. The computer in the bedroom, stop.
I'm not quite
computer
sure to help.
Thank you.
Anytime.
The one in the bedroom just doesn't respond. She I think because it's a little plug one rather than the like standard pop ones. I don't really can quite see it. There you go. Rather than this sort of size, it's one that's just a plug. And she is very, 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 very loud. No, very quiet. Sorry, this one's loud. That one's quiet, and you have to say quite loudly. So I said this morning. I said, what's the weather in Minsk, which is where we were? And she gave me the weather in Minsk, in Russia. She gave me something else and 3 different things before she finally got that right. And then I said something like, I can't remember what it was. I said something like, is it rain but no clouds? And she said, is it cloud but no rain? And she said, playing Rain but no clouds by some band, and started playing a song. And I was like, computer, stop. Stop. Give me a, and I ended up having to shout it to get over the sound of the music that she was playing that I didn't ask for her to then stop playing the music. It was absolute bloody nightmare. But yeah, what was I going to say? Right then, does anyone need a kick up the bum? I can hear Rufus is just coming from his phone call, so he'll be joining us shortly. You've been thinking of trying MSC Caribbean cruises are high energy, like someone's at a carnival. You're trying Royal Caribbean in November. Also have Celebrity, Holland America and Princess. Well, obviously I'm going to say Princess, aren't I? Caribbean sounds lovely. You were on the MSC Virtuosa. Sounds good. Audrey, in 2018, you went on a Caribbean cruise and lost £2 when you went back to group. You just made it back before lockdown and ships were parked offshore. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You'd go stir crazy on a cruise at the thought of not being able to get off. So would I, Dormouse. So would I. I'd be going, I want to get off. Let me off. You've been looking around for your 70th, Audrey. You're not that old, are you? You got a good, 10 years till your 70th? 11, 12 years? Something like that. But the health insurance would be more than the holiday. Especially for Bill. Yeah, I can understand that. Yep, health insurance costs are why you're alone and Grumpy's having a holiday on his own. Malta, 1 daughter and son-in-law with him this time. For Malta, that you had a daughter and son-in-law with him, and this time he's going solo. Aww. As long as you're okay at home, Dormouse. As I say, you got my number. Always give us a ring. So then, a little bit of reset again this week. Something that I can't remember what it was that made me think of it, but it may have been Jane, it may have been someone else that we were watching. Your middle daughter has a diabetes bear called Rufus. What's a diabetes bear? What's that? That sounds really interesting. Oh, you posted a pic of Claire and George II just now on Facebook. She's definitely in charge. Oh, that's the Aminoles. Right. Okay. I've gotcha. Audrey's saying, do you want to visit a Dormouse? I think you should. Drive down. That's driving, by the way. Because, that's it looks more like I'm milking a cow. I am aware of that. But for a non-driver, there you go, that's driving. Hello, my darling.
Oh, sorry,
That's all right.
I was in a business meeting.
You were? Oh, with your sister? I already said that. Yeah, you're right. Everything good.
Lots of information.
Okay, I'll talk to you after. Yeah. Your coffee's there. You had a cold coffee on the side. I didn't know we were going to.
Yeah, I drank the last of it.
Oh, okay. I did think you might. Everyone's here, Rufus. So say hello to everyone as you sit down. Dormus.
Oh, you fell off my chair.
Don't do that. Dormouse, Audrey, Kimberly's here, your twins, Samantha, Michelle, loads of people. From London.
Yeah, I should catch up a bit more.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot to do.
Ed's here. Loads of people have popped in today. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else.
We've had a busy day.
We have had a busy day
at work, yeah.
Dormouse seems to think the name Pickle Bum is a good name for Princess.
Pickle Ninja Bum, yes. She's Ninja Kitty Pickle Bum.
I also think Precious is a good name because it sounds similar to Princess, but is a little more not. So Precious Princess Pickle Bum Ninja.
Yes, she's definitely
the third.
Hello. Oh, I
didn't know you were here.
Yeah, she's in her bed. I know, she was sat on me. I said to them
And
about...
that's the first time ever that she's actually slept on the end of the bed. Nearly.
I said that. And when we got home, she was in...
And it was kind of like we've had to just leave her. Every time she ran in the back room, we just kind of left her until eventually now we got up today and she was actually on the end of the bed.
Well, she came in the bedroom the other day, didn't she? And jumped up on top of like the cabinet thing.
Yeah.
And we were like, not up there, princess.
Hello. You like to keep us company, so we kept picking her up at night time and taking her in the bedroom and going, "Oh, come on, Harriet." And as soon as you put her on the bed, on the end of the bed, she's like, "Nope," and she just.
When you go to bed and do your Minecraft and your gaming,
I open up the middle bit when the dogs go to bed, and then they just run and do whatever they want.
They come in the
everywhere,
lounge,
yeah.
and then she will sit on my lap. Felix will sit on the sofa behind. I'll put the photos in on the members group.
Good girl.
And on Facebook. No, yes, you know what I'm trying to say. Put them on the Facebook. And they...
Dirty eye of you.
Yes, dear. Hello.
Sorry,
hello, we're streaming.
I am
yes.
here.
I know, you've got people watching.
I'm not going to say it. What I was going to say. I'm not going to say that. But I was stroking...
A pussy.
Yeah.
Well, she is a pussy cat. She's a gorgeous little puddy tat.
Stroking the ninja.
I thought I tore a puddy tat.
She's looking all cute.
Oh, you see, now I've completely forgotten what I was saying.
See.
Anyway, right. Anyway,
It's been a very busy day.
red. What's red? Hello, Twain, says Kimberly. Audrey says red. Oh, no. What?
How is it?
Why is it doing this?
That's bizarre.
It's doing a...
That's weird. I have no idea. Someone's having a meltdown upstairs.
They're having an argument
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Yeah, I see me about shouting.
Sorry, everyone. Just bear with. I just need to make sure that our upstairs neighbour's actually okay. Not good, is it?
No.
Right. Okay. This was Michelle. This year you're going on a celebrity cruise around Greece and Turkey. Is it a celebrity cruise? Do celebrities go? The first cruise was posh for you, Cunard, which you enjoyed. Lots to do on board. You did fun watercolour classes. That sounds cool. My grandfather worked for Cunard. He was their chief confectioner on the QE2 and the QM.
Yeah.
Yeah, the QM, the Queen Mary, not the QM2. That's the new one. Samantha Briggs, she was given a cuddly bear from the diabetes bear from the hospital when she was diagnosed with type 1 to help her understand the routine. And his name is Rufus. Oh, Samantha, that's lovely. Samantha's daughter has a diabetes bear called Rufus.
Oh.
That's lovely. Hoping a celebrity is good food-wise. They seem to cater well for gluten-free. That's good then. I mean, they probably will have lots of other healthier options as well. Hello, Irene, my darling. Hi, Lisa and Rufus. I cannot believe how well you're both doing. Well, one of your old blogs came up. The difference in you both are fabulous today. I know.
We look like different people.
We do almost. I actually put your jacket on at the booty today.
Just a like waterproof rain.
Cagoule.
Yeah. Well, it's
Not quite a goal.
sports like. Yeah, you can just hear someone shouting up there. Male voice. Bang. Happened the other day though, that it was just like a lot of noise, wasn't there?
Oh, it did half trigger my anxiety. I don't know why. I don't think I ever... You know those things? Do you get this as well on your Facebook where it comes up and it says, and on YouTube, where it says about childhood trauma, and you do the test and then everybody's got like the worst childhood. You can't remember it because it was so traumatic. And I was like, I actually don't think I had that type of childhood.
No.
I don't remember there being arguments or fighting or anything particularly. There were disagreements in style between my dad and my mum, but when I took all the tests, it was like, oh, you might have unrecognized childhood trauma because, and you've yes, dear. I'm trying to talk and do a sensible thing.
She's all curled up. She's going, oh, fuss me.
What was I saying?
Trauma. Childhood trauma.
Yeah. And it said I probably have childhood trauma, but have blocked it out. So that's why I don't remember it. And I thought, what a load of old tosh. That's an easy way to get people a little bit more gullible than me to do the test and then go, oh no, I need counselling for trauma that I don't remember, for childhood stuff that probably never happened.
Because you didn't have it.
Yeah, because it didn't happen. I'm like, no, no.
But you're just blocking it out.
No, I don't think I am. I remember lots of my
Then
childhood.
people said,
I know that online thing that sells.
You're blocking it all out.
That sells a course on dealing with childhood trauma.
Terrible.
Yeah, they sell a course at lots of money, and so they did a test and said, "You have childhood trauma, but you can't remember it. So pay us a load of money and we'll make it go."
And then you ate all the pies, and here we are. I did.
What are you trying to say? I never ate all the pies.
I did.
I ate all the chips and the burgers. I never liked pies. I don't like the pastry.
The place today, all we could smell, or I could nearly taste grease. It wasn't nice. Being that close to a chip fan.
You missed it. We talked about that earlier.
It was not nice.
No, we talked about that.
Just like you could, the coating sort of, if like where someone's cooked something with dirty grease, and the coating you could feel in your mouth.
Yeah.
Just from being near a chip pan, that was a smell of burnt grease.
It was. I already mentioned about the memberships.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to say to you about was, do you fancy doing and do you want to watch a what's in our fridge video at some point? Obviously, I will have to take everything out the fridge, deep clean the fridge thoroughly, and make sure everything in there looks lovely, well presented, and then put it all back in so it's all like, you know, like a, what is it, Instagram, like an Instagram photos, you know, those people, the influencers on the gram.
I don't even know if anyone else can hear that, but
I don't know if you can hear the shouting upstairs. There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot.
And we found out recently that there might be a lot.
Yeah, but
yeah,
just got a lot going on, haven't they?
Yeah.
But
So if you want us to do that, let us know, because we could also do a what's in our fridge, what's in our cupboard, what's on our vegetable rack.
yeah, we do it. We have a. Is it like a
5-tier, 6-tier, 2-tier, 1-tier?
is it 6 or 7?
I think it's 6 or 7
Six,
tier.
might be a
veg
6
rack.
tier or so. And yeah, it's we've got like onions on the bottom, and then we've got like sweet potatoes, cabbages and stuff on the next one, and then we've got
Don't say it. We'll show it on a video.
apples and fish.
So shush, shush,
And
shush.
all your apples that you stand every night polishing because
I don't polish
your
my
lovely,
apples. I
lovely
eat them too
apples.
quickly.
Polish them and then slice them up and dice them up. Oh, don't forget the melons. I have to do the melons.
Yeah, you have to do them. I can't, only because I can't cut them. I can't cut the skin off.
Yeah.
If I cut a melon up, half the skin goes with. Literally, well, no, half the skin. Half the fruit goes with the skin. Does that make sense? I'm not very good at it. Irene, when your brother comes to visit, he looks in the fridge to see if you've got new things. That's interesting. Do you go, oi, get out my fridge? You nosy bugger, get out my fridge.
Yeah, get your own food.
Get
This
out
is
my
all
pub.
mine.
Exactly. No, I just think that it might be interesting. It might not. Just as I won't do that. I probably will make sure the fridge is clean, but it's like that was one of the things Jane was talking about. Is how food is all like nicely presented and everything else. We don't do that. We don't do it. I literally stick it on the plate. Does it look nice? Because I do genuinely think we eat with our eyes. I mean, I use my
And
mouth,
then you
but
normally get
use
like
your
a
eyes.
Legos figure that tries eating my
Yes.
food before I get it.
It's called a dinner buddy.
Is it?
A dinner buddy, yeah, that's what they are. It could be a Lego or a
I'll go,
fuggler.
get off.
A fuggler, one of your fuggler things. And literally how we photo it is how I dish it up. The one thing I will say is I always make extra effort on Rufus's dinner, because mine, I don't care whether it's just chucked on the plate, but your one, because I'm making dinner and preparing it for you. No, not for the photo. I don't care whether we take photos or not. No, it's because I want it to look nice. So when you get your plate, you go, oh, that looks nice. Because then you think, oh, well, I'm going to enjoy that.
No.
Whereas for me, when it's all just, if I've stood there and cooked it or prepped the salad or whatever, then for me, it just goes on the plate and I just scoff it. Whereas if I'm doing it for you, it's a bit like, you know, when people say, I can't clean my house at all, but I can come and tidy yours, because when I'm tidying your house, I'm not tidying up, I'm helping a friend. And that's how I am.
Oh.
Yeah. I struggle here, but if I was to go down with you to your dad's, then it would be a case of, okay, let's tidy this, let's do this, let's put this away, get the ironing board out, let's do some ironing, let's do this, let's do that. Because
I ain't got ironing board.
At your dad's, dear, because that wouldn't be a thing for me, but that would be helping father-in-law. So yeah.
On his pants. Yeah.
Trousers, pants, yeah. A fridge video is good. Don't worry about cleaning the fridge. Just keep it real. Things at the bottom of the shelf are supposed to put meat in case it leaks for food safety. You do the same with bills. To be honest with you, we've had this, somebody commented before, because we did a what's in our fridge video about 100 years ago. And somebody went, that raw meat shouldn't be with the on the same shelf.
Even if it's vacuum sealed.
Yeah, on the same shelf as the cooked meat. And I was like, it's sealed.
Sealed.
And literally the cooked meat is on top of the, like, what was it? Sliced ham or something was on top of the other one with something else in between it. And the other stuff was for the doggos, and I'm not that precious. Anyway. Everything was in sealed packets, so it's like, on the off chance that the beef or pork seal might have gone, well, the sliced ham seal is still intact. You're not going to accidentally discover that both the ham and the beef, the seals have gone. And so, and in a commercial kitchen, it's different, isn't it, to a home kitchen? Because in a home kitchen, to be fair, when Rufus goes to Aldi just to get yogurt and comes home with 2 carrier bags or 2 those really, what did I say?
Aldi.
Oh yeah, Lidl. And you come home with the heavyweight bags full of food, because you've gone, oh look, they've got some fish reduced, so I ate lots of fish.
Well, that happened yesterday as well.
Yes, it did, with the meat for the doggos. I know. At that point, all bets are off, because it's just, what can we get in the fridge? Take out the fruit we're having for pudding, and our jelly or whatever we're having for pudding, and the yogurts, everything else, shove in the fridge, and sort of work it out later as to where it goes, because at that point, it's all just a bit bonkers.
And some stuff just gets vacuum sealed and put in the freezer.
But we are planning on getting a much bigger, gooder fridge.
Freezer.
A full-size fridge.
Freezer.
Tall freezer for in here. Make life a bit easier, won't it, on plan?
Well, we've got another freezer in here, a little one, which will be the dog's stuff. And stuff in the tall freezer.
Do you mean you look in Bill's fridge? I don't know what you mean. Oh, you clean his fridge? I don't know what you mean, Audrey. I think I've missed a step there. Michelle, you'd find it interesting. You're nosy. You find it interesting in the supermarket what some people put in front of me on the conveyor belt. I love doing that. I have been known to look at someone's trolley as we're in the queue and go,
working on the tills and going, oh, I'll see what you're having for dinner then.
No. Do you know what? Could you imagine if, I mean, not our lovely checkout friends, but could you imagine if the checkout person was like, beep, oh, that's a diet drink, that one. Beep, oh, that's another, are you diabetic or just trying to lose weight? Oh, beep, oh, maxi pads, oh, your time in life.
Oh, no, mine.
Beep, something else. Beep. I'd be like, excuse me? It's almost like somebody writing in my book at Slimming World. Oh, that did rile me up
all
on
the cat
Wednesday.
things
Sorry,
that-
Luke.
Is that all the cat things that go through? Oh, have you got
A pussycat.
yeah.
You can say the word pussycat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have actually.
I know. Or you go salmon. Oh, someone's pushing the boat out. It's not for us, it's for the cats. Oh.
You got cats, have you?
Oh, you got cats. Oh, you're not buying any litter tray though, are you? No. It was bloody awful. Anyway,
Yeah.
does anyone need a reset? Do we need to reset you, reboot you for the week ahead? Because it is Sunday. And, oh, that one. Yes. Bill's plate is nicely presented. Yours is just thrown on. This is what we do.
So we're not the only people to do that then?
No, when you cook for someone else, it's all about making it look nice and presentable for them. I know what's in everything. I've stood there and cooked it. I've probably had a little taste as we go along. So...
Yeah, I don't tend to do that.
I know.
I made a bolognese before and I didn't even check to see if it was seasoned right.
I know. And sometimes you go, I'll just put a little bit of spice in
And then we turned it
that.
into 3 dinners.
I just put a little bit of spice in that. It's not too spicy. And I'm like, oh my God, is that my limit?
Yeah, that's a curry, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
When you do the curry.
Yes.
Or if you do a chilli and you go, just put a
I
sprinkling
don't
of
put
chilli.
chilli in it no more. I don't put. I'm doing chilli or anything in it now.
I know, because it's like bloody volcanoes going off in the bowl. Go on then. What would you say if somebody watching this today has had a bit of a tough week? Life has been lifing all over the place, and they've had a wobble, and maybe the best laid plans of mice and men. Why mice? Mice don't make plans. But anyway, the best laid plans of mice and men have gone kaputs.
Well, if you've
Watching this right now, what would you advise?
If you've eaten whatever you've eaten up until now, you can't change that. So at the end of the day, the best thing to do is draw the line. If there's any really naughty food, give it to people. If you don't want to be eating it, don't keep the food indoors that you don't want to be eating. We go out, like I say, even going to the supermarket, we automatically now walk past all of the processed, hyper-processed things or sweets and all that with tons of sugar, and we don't bring it home. And that way, our own environment here, there's apart from a pack, was it some 3.5 Swift crisps that we don't overconsume because of those. Apart from that, everything else is all like stuff we have on plan. There's nothing really.
Well, they're on plan technically.
And even when we have a bad day, like I say, we might have, I don't know, a few more vegetables or whatever. But it's never going to be anything that's going to have a massive impact on our
No, not
journey.
anymore. My biggest thing now, if I'm stress eating, then it will be an apple.
Yeah.
I'll literally cut up 3 whole apples
just
and put them in my bowl, and then I'll sit and eat them. And if I know I'm stressing and I'm in that place where when I smoked, I would smoke 2 or 3, you know, when you get to that point of stress, or if I was, before I cut out all the sugars and everything, that's when the whole bar of chocolate or the whole multi-bag of crisps or whatever.
Oh, we don't buy stuff like
no, we don't buy any of that now. So I will cut up each apple super mega thin. So 1 apple will become 16 slices. So if I have 2 of those, that's 32. If I have 3, then you're talking 48 slices of apple once I've taken the core and that out. And then by the time you sit and eat and sit and munch and do that, I think it satiates that hand-to-mouth stress release that smokers have, which no matter how many years I'm away from smoking, I think that impulse is still there. But it also helps fill me up. It's got fibre in it, all the rest of it. It's got given you the sweetness kick without being overly sweet. And I think for me, that is one way that I do stick to plan.
Yeah.
But I do like the idea of drawing that line. And as Jane said, what was she called? Mo from her group, from Jane's group, says draw the line and step over it. And I like that. There's no point drawing the line in front of you and just looking at it going, well, that side over there is being on plan and this side is where I am now. No, draw that line, step over it, back into, on that mindset, back into the whole, let's do this. Listen, we all know losing weight, maintaining weight, keeping a healthy lifestyle is super difficult, especially when very rarely do the supermarkets do deals on mega healthy food? It's always on the chocolate and the crisps and the cakes and the donuts
but
and
also,
the whatever
but
else.
one day eating things that, you know, you might eat, you know, processed types of food that might be high in calories. One day and one, you know, day of feeling like, oh, I can't be
Sod
bothered,
it.
I'm just going to eat that.
Yeah, a bug
You know,
rep
if you
day.
need to get it out of your system, just to eat it, be done with it, and move on. And to, you know, if you need to either just give it away or eat it or whatever you need to do to get through that, then do that and then draw that line and continue.
Absolutely. Draw the line, step over it and move on.
Yeah.
But also, don't beat yourself up about it. This is the key thing that I have learnt years ago on Slimming World. I would get to Friday night. Friday nights for me were always the difficult night, weren't they? I'd get to Friday night and then my brain would go, oh, I just have a bag of crisps. Go and have another bag of crisps. Have another bag of crisps. That's all my swips. Have another bag of crisps. Have another 6 bag of crisps. Go and have another 27 bags of crisps.
Oh, and then your body then, you're telling yourself, oh, I have to draw it back now. I'll have to cut out all my swips and not have any swips this week.
And in the end, what I used to do was make a snack platter. And it would have pickled onions, maybe my Rivita if I was eating them at the time, with a little bit of cheese spread on plan or whatever it was. I had gherkins, sometimes plum tomatoes, pickled onions because I love those. And all of that on it. It might have a couple of easy peelers, peeled and segmented, so it's just like nibbly nibblies. And I would have, and the platter was like a little tray, like about big enough for a cup of tea and a biscuit, that sort of size. But I'd have it laden with speed and free food, mainly speed food. And I would bring that in the bedroom, wouldn't I? Because it used to be the night time. Oh, I'm just going to bed. Now I want to. And I would eat my way through it. I mean, God knows what the night would be like a couple of hours later with the gas that would create. God knows how you survived that. But I've got to say, when Friday nights were hitting that way, it kept me on plan. And it was really, really useful. And these days, we just don't, we're so used to our intermittent fasting now that we don't have that sort of crash and that desire.
Your body, the thing is though, if you change the times of day you eat, for a couple of days your body might complain about it and tell you about it, but it's because your routine's changed. And 2 or 3 days later, your body starts to adapt to it.
Yeah.
So it's literally, you know, your body saying, oh, well, I normally get my food at this time, so where's my dinner?
It's not even that. I don't think it's your body. I think it's your mind. Your mind goes, oh, it's nearly that time. I'm so used to eating. My habit is to eat at 4 p.m. So now it is 4 p.m. I must eat. Are you hungry? It is 4 p.m. So I must. Are you hungry? I must eat at 4 p.m. Right. Are you on a medical need to eat at 4 p.m. exactly? Have you got pills or medication you need to take? No. Right then. Are you hungry? Well, not really. Then why are you eating at 4? Why don't you wait till 5 or 6 or 7?
Yeah.
Wait until you're hungry. These days, though, if we did that, we'd never eat, would we? Because we don't really get hungry. Even though, are you going to say about what you're not doing now?
What? What? What do you mean? Oh yeah, I'm not on. This week I've not had a jab this week.
Your Manjaro.
Manjaro, no.
Well, technically, it's a week and a half at this point.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah.
And I still don't get hungry, but obviously the injection just slows down my body processing my food, and my body's been a lot happier, should I say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Been a lot more regular. So I think my body feels happier that I'm not having it.
Yeah.
And because a lot of what I do is habit based, and not because I eat, not because I'm hungry. So it's a routine that I have, and it has stopped me snacking, and it has corrected those things, because I was just snacking like 3 to 4 bags of crisps. You know, there might be 3.5 swips or whatever a bag, but that would be like a lot of my swips, and I use my swips for like a bit of sauce on my food, some mustard.
Yeah.
Is this attached to WhatsApp on there? At the minute.
It is, yes.
Did you want me to send you that thing for the
What thing?
picture? No, I don't know if you can put it on here, can you?
Oh, I thought GTA 6 had already launched. November it launches. It just came up on my phone. It says GTA 6 launch. That's something I was like, oh, that's on your wish list, isn't it? Oh yeah, send me that. Send me that.
But yes, I've not been on the injection, and my body does seem a lot happier, to be honest.
Yeah, so Samantha's asked, does anyone eat the bachelor's pasta and sauce? You eat that, don't you? Or you have done?
I have done. The ones that have got the powder in, is if that's the ones you mean, and your pasta and then you just obviously add boiling water. Some of them you add milk to and a bit of butter, but if you just have them as they are, is it the...
Oh no, it's not connected.
Broccoli, cheese, and those pasta ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you add that to. I often have had them, and you can buy them in the pot, the little mug pot ones. But those ones are actually more swips in those than the actual big packets.
Samantha's asked, does anyone eat the bachelor's? You struggle with the calories for the pack.
Yeah.
It's so confusing. You've also looked at the swips, but could only find the swips for the dried weight. So, when you had it before, did you have it with water, or did you have it with... You had it just with water?
With water, yeah.
So you didn't put the milk and the butter in? I didn't put
milk or butter or anything in it. I just have it as it is. And if you go on the app, it tells you on the app per whatever it is, whichever one that you have.
For the dried weight, yeah.
Just for the actual weight of the packet, for you to have a 90-gram packet or whatever it is, how much it is, and then obviously if you add milk and other things to it, then you have to add those as well.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to get the...
But yeah, so I've had those before. The broccoli, is it broccoli and cheese and something flavour?
Yeah, there's all sorts of different flavours.
And they do was it chicken and mushroom, or you can do the tomato one. And there's more swips, I think, in the tomato and herb one than there is in the cheese and broccoli one. So yeah, we'll add this a picture that I had made.
Hang on. Hang on.
What? We can. Are you trying to log into your?
I'm doing it this way round. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So like I say, I've had those pasta pots, but because at the evening time I have an options, so I make up the options drink for 2 swips. Have me bovril every night. I have pot of yogurt. My dinner. I've been making at the minute. I've been making for both of us. Was it one Hartley's jelly packet? So the sugar-free version. I'll make up 1 sachet of it. Not a double sachet, just 1 sachet between us that we have a day, and is it 1.5 for the 2 big pots, and I've been putting all of our chopped up fruit in it, and then adding a bit more gelatin to it, and then setting it that way, and it sets. I'll put frozen berries in it, and maybe some other chopped up bits of fruit. Instead, it means that we've had slightly less fruit, and then having a jelly as normal, and then because I've had gelatin, I've added extra protein to it to help it set with the frozen berries.
Yeah.
And it sets within half an hour of putting it in the fridge.
Yeah, it does.
It's that
it's
quick.
really quick, isn't it? Right then. So Rufus just sent over.
I was on Chat GPT one day.
It's not coming up.
Has it not come up? Damn.
Right. Okay. We'll try that again. Right. Okay. Before we do that, then Rufus, let me. Hang on.
Stay underneath. Ah, there.
Right, because it hadn't saved.
Oh.
So bear with. So I need to bring that one up there.
So yeah, I went on to ChatGPT, and one week I added a whole spoon of mustard to my hummus, my little portion of hummus that goes with my carrot sticks and that. And I spoke to ChatGPT one evening, and I asked them that could they make me explained about what happened with my mustard to them, and they made me a poster.
Yeah, which I don't seem able to bring up for some reason. No, it doesn't want to. Okay, bear with. I will find it. I will.
If not, we can add it on the.
We'll add it on the Losers Club as well. But WhatsApp is not happy being on here at all.
Oh.
Right, let me try this one more time, everybody. Honestly, it will be worth it when it eventually happens. It will. It will. I promise. Right, so this one here.
What's up?
I know, dear. I know what you're saying.
Oh, it's not
but
coming up.
It isn't lit, so therefore it won't connect.
We'll have to put it on the loser group then.
I'll put it in the Losers Club group.
But yeah, I asked ChatGPT to make me a poster for something to do with mustard.
Hang on. I can do it like this. Here we go. This is the workaround way of doing it.
Is it?
Yeah. So anyway, hit the downloads button, hit that one. This is a right faff on. Right, here we go. Here we go, everybody. Are you ready for this amazing thing that Rufus has? I'll tell you what, look, I'll cover me up with the poster, and then you can explain to everybody what it is that they're about to see on the screen now.
This is what I've been doing to help me lose weight.
Do you want to read it for people that might have visual issues?
Struggling to lose weight, it says, meet your new secret weapon, Mustardo.
The mustard that helps you lose weight. And then it says, let me see if I can find it on mine so it's not too blurry. It says it boosts metabolism, kickstarts your body's fat burning engine, apparently.
It does.
It aids digestion,
Sets you
low
on
in
fire.
calories, controls appetite, natural and powerful. Just 1 spoon a day towards a healthier, happier you. Small spoon, big change. It says, add to your meals, perfect for salads, great with sandwiches, delicious as a dip. Eat well, live well, Mustardo. Your journey to weight loss starts today.
Yeah.
Mainly because you put the Dijon mustard on everything
And
then
you don't want to eat it. Yes,
Yeah.
you just decide, but I'm going to be really slim and healthy and all that now.
Yeah, so you put your
Go.
Dijon mustard on your cornflakes.
And then it's too hot to eat.
Put them on your brownies, put them on your French stick, put them on your burger and fries.
Put it in your cup of tea if you really want to.
No, because cup of tea is on plain.
Yeah.
Cup of tea is on plain. Put it in your full sugar Coke.
Yeah.
Yes. Loads and loads and loads of Dijon mustard is the Mustardo way
It's the way to go.
to lose the weight.
It
Yeah,
is.
It is.
It's exactly what you have to do now.
Yes. The
Mustardo.
Mustardo way.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Rufus.
Yes.
Yes. Right. Now I've got to try and remove that again now from the
That's what
picture.
happens when I talk to ChatGPT.
I know. Right then.
Yeah.
Audrey says, because he hasn't got much of an appetite, Bill, what he does fancy eating, you present it nicely. Absolutely. Yeah, you look at what people are doing, putting in their trolleys, and you wonder what they think of you, yeah? Kimberly likes it if your food is nicely presented. If it's in your video, that's how you make it for yourself. Absolutely. Audrey got a reduced bargain in Tesco on Friday morning. A whole box or tray of We Hay meat. Skinny
that?
beef burgers, 1 swip for 2.
What's We
20
Hay?
burgers for £5. We Hay meat.
What's that?
We small.
No idea.
Hang on, Pratchett. We free men with a WEE is we, as in WE. So we have meat. We hay.
Skinny burgers,
Hay.
anyway. Skinny burgers. That's 1 swip for 2 burgers.
I think it literally translates as we have meat.
Eh?
because We Free Men is We Free Men, but with a double E on the end. It's the Pratchett book. And I'm sure Hayes have. So that would be We Have Meat. Kimberly says, oh yeah, look, We Hay Meat. Don't know. It does sound like a bargain. Oh, look, if I just read further, Audrey says, a Scottish company, translation is We Have Meat. Yeah, there you go. You were wondering if it was a brand or just a slang term. Sounds like a really good price though. Ed, glad that someone asked that, yeah. Lisa, you saw the dietitian this week. She went through all the food and snacks that hubby can have to keep his weight up to help with his MND, motor neuron disease. He can't get anything himself. You find it hard not to nibble. Absolutely. I can understand that, my darling. Could you switch your brain to think about the foods that hubby has to eat as being prescribed by a dietitian? So think of it that all of the food that is for hubby has been prescribed, and imagine that it's his medicine. Therefore, it's not for you.
Well, you're not going to eat that, are you?
No. But you know what I mean? It's not for you. So whether that is high calorie, high fat, high sugar food, it might be something that previously you thought, oh, we enjoy a chocolate bar, whatever, together. We enjoy all this lovely, lovely high calorie food. But now, because you're on a health plan and hubby's on a health plan, it's just that hubby's health plan is different to yours. So if you think of it as in the food that you are eating is the food that you need to eat to stay on plan. You are prescribed that by your own mental doctor telling you this is what I need to eat to be healthy. Your hubby's prescribed his food by the actual dietitian. So if you just put in your brain and try and ignore what the food is and just literally think of it as this is something that is medicinal for hubby. It might be a bar of Cadbury's milk tray, Cadbury's milk chocolate, but that is prescribed for hubby. Therefore, if it was tablets, you wouldn't go, oh, I'll just have some of his tramadol or some of his whatever, his steroid cream. I'm just going to rub that on my head. If it's not for you,
it's not for me.
Yeah, and that's something that we do all the time, isn't it? It's not for me. That's not something that I partake in.
Oh, is that in the supermarket, the all the white bread section? That's not for us. We don't eat bread. Very rarely now.
I can barely have any gluten without it affecting me.
We did the pizza wrap, like the whole meal, whatever, but we don't eat a lot of bread anymore.
No, and so if you do that, I saw people down the boot sale. There was a couple of people smoking, not many, and somebody was smoking, and I was like, "That's not for me.
No,
I don't do that. I have no interest in doing that. It's not for me." And it's the same way if you see someone eating an ice cream or having a big plate of chips. It's not for me.
I'm saying like ice creams and stuff like that. They're all just full of sugar.
Yeah, it's not for us. Sugar. I again, the diabetic ice cream that we've had before,
that's
because it's lower sugar, but I will also check the SWIPs on it.
Yeah.
But we do have the Lidl ice cream, which was 7.5. It's 15 SWIPs for the entire pot, 7.5 each if we have half a pot each. That's as much as I would ever want to eat ice cream wise, and as much sugars, and it's a low sugar variant, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, the rest of it, someone's walking down the road eating a Magnum. I don't get any FOMO, as Jane sort of says. I don't look at it and go, oh, I can't eat that.
But it's like eating.
I literally look at it and go, that's not for me.
Eating out. I like say when we go out to eat or anything like that, I always have in my mind that, in my past history, every time I've gone for a meal somewhere, I always think, I'm going to get a pudding afterwards. Oh, I'll get a pudding afterwards. I'll make room so that I've got enough for a pudding. And then now, I always have it in my head because I don't want that amount of sugar anymore. All the added sugars. I would rather just come home and have a really nice bowl of fruit, fresh fruit. So I do that now.
Absolutely.
And I wouldn't want to, because these are, the things that are, made with loads of sugar, it is like a moment on the lips before you realise it. You've eaten it that quick.
Yeah.
You get this burst of sugar and it's like, it takes it's harder for your body to process it because it is like a poison to our bodies.
Yeah.
And then your body then will then go, oh, that's a lot of sugar. Let me store some of that and turn it to fat. So
Audrey says, I've just checked the book. It says pasta and sauce packets, all varieties, 1 packet made up, 5.5 swips. So there you go.
unless they've changed the swips on some of them.
Yeah. Kimberly, in the US, they don't have a bargain section like you remember in the UK, like a whole chilled section of reduced food. Occasionally, Walmart will have a few meats slightly reduced, you guess.
Yeah.
You guess they just pull it and discard it. It depends what the rules are.
Yeah.
Have we heard from the rivets?
No.
Did I send a message?
I don't know where everybody's gone. There only seems to be a few of us online at the minute.
It's because you get this.
Yeah,
this is
people
why
fall
people are
off.
disappearing.
People do it for a while and fall off.
Literally,
Yeah.
people do Slimming World.
And then it's,
They either lose the weight
Yeah.
that they want to, or they get to a point and then they have a little wibble, or they fall off plan.
Or like us, you make it to such a point that you can't continue doing it for such a long period of time because the way sometimes people are doing the plan,
Too tight a corset.
it's too tight and you're not giving yourself enough variety.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's not something that you can keep up for life.
And also, it means you're eating food that you're not genuinely enjoying.
Yeah, and it'd be like, it's a bit like saying, well, I would, before we would make all our meals SWIP-free virtually so that we could consume snacks and other things in the evening time and use all our SWIPs for that.
Yeah.
So now we don't hardly use many SWIPs. Like I say, there might be in
8 to 10.
a carrot cake I might make and put a little bit of the mincemeat that goes into those carrot cakes.
Mm-hmm.
Some options that we'll have for drinks.
Baked apple is a
Baked
healthy
apple,
extra
healthy
plus
extra
one.
fibre. Well,
I
no,
have-
it's only it depends what size baked apple
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
doing anyway.
It depends. My yogurt with my options in normally for 3 sins worth,
Yeah.
swips worth, sorry. And the jelly has a swip or 2 in it. So it kind of, it does balance out.
Yeah.
And then a bit of sauce that we put on our dinners. A lot of it is garlic sauce that
so
is free food. Is has no
some
swips.
nights we might, use, I don't know, 5, 6 swips at a minimum. Like I say, a maximum, I try and be no more than like 10, 11 swips in a day.
But yeah, I try and always make sure I'm using some swips and that I'm not going too far over.
I felt like what we had last night was like a takeaway because I did the
so nice. I said to everybody,
Sloppy Joe pizza.
It was a bolognese
It was
pizza.
a bolognese, but it was basically
Very
the same,
similar to the
very
Sloppy
similar
Joe.
to that.
It was really delicious. And what did you put on the chips?
Smoked paprika, lots of garlic powder, and lots of onion powder, shall I say, and a little bit of garlic powder.
And how did we cook our swips? Cook our chips. We put them in a deep fat fryer with some lard, some goose fat, and a little bit of oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then left it for 4 days to go really burnt, like at the boot sale.
Now, what I actually do is I chop the chips up. So I make my chips.
You chip the chops up.
Make the chips. I put them on a plate. I put them in the microwave for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Put them in the microwave for 5 minutes. Take them out. I've got a bowl. I will then put all the spices and that I want to use. Some salt and pepper.
Do you massage it in like Nigella Lawson?
No.
Okay. Massage the herbs into the chips.
I take the chips out of the microwave and I will literally put my fry light on the chips before I then tip them in the bowl so that I can then toss them in the bowl with the spices to coat them and then put them straight onto a baking sheet.
Yeah.
And put them in the air fryer. And that way they got coated and they've got the fry light on them as well. Spread them out on the tray, pop them in, and they take then 10 to 15 minutes in the air fryer.
Yeah.
Which saves a lot of time. If you've part cooked the inside in the microwave and already started the process, they take a lot less. Whereas one time, if you did your chips and then got them all seasoned and put them in the air fryer already, you're looking at like 40-45 minutes
Yeah.
to cook them properly, to cook them all the way through. So that's what I do with when I'm doing the chips.
You're so cute.
I will message the rivets.
Yeah.
I just checked and I haven't
Yeah.
sent a message. I must have thought I did. Kimberly says to Lisa Temlin,
Yeah.
God, do apologise, Temlet, that it must be difficult maintaining his diet and yours too. It must be really difficult. It is hard. It is really hard. But again, just focus your mind on the fact that what is healthy for you is different than what's healthy for him. If you gave him a full-on Slimming World lifestyle plan every day, it wouldn't be healthy for him. It's not enough calories. Whereas for you, if you overeat the calories, that's not enough. That's not healthy for you. It's going to lead to weight gain again. So it's like Jack Sprat could eat no fat, his wife could eat no lean, but reversed.
Do you want to know how to make ice cream? It's not going to probably be chocolate ice cream, like I say, unless you want to put cocoa or something else in it.
Go on then, how do you make ice
That
cream?
you can make, so fat-free cottage cheese in the blender, frozen berries in the blender. So if you wanted to make, say, blueberry ice cream, you can either put some sweetener or whip some honey if you want to put that in. A small amount of that.
Yeah.
You've got your cottage cheese, that's obviously you take out the fridge, and the frozen berries. So if you wanted a bag of frozen blueberries, and you put that in, and then you put it in a blender, and because the frozen berries, it comes out, and because the cottage cheese is so thick, it will come out like ice cream. It goes straight in your bowl, and you can eat it like that. And that's high protein ice cream with, if you want to whip some honey to put in it or some sweetener.
Do you want us to try it one day? Because we've not done this yet.
And a bit of vanilla. But like I say, I've seen loads of people, they make it and it's just
I
frozen,
don't care.
berries.
I don't care. I agree with Jane Day. Jane Day said on her video on Saturday, which was yesterday, that loads of people say that the Alpro vanilla yogurt
it's not nice.
tastes just like custard. Just like vanilla custard. It isn't. It tastes like yogurt with a bit of vanilla added to it. It doesn't taste like custard
They're not
at
the
all.
same.
No, really doesn't. It tastes like what it is. It tastes like a yogurt with a bit of extra sweetener and sugar and vanilla flavour. And
Well,
it's
I've
swippable.
got some to send to Jane anyway, because
Yeah,
that box,
that other one, yeah.
that box in there.
Yes, dear. Okay.
No. Yeah.
Yes, dear. Yes. Okay, that's grand. But so everybody was online saying it tastes like custard, right? Everybody at the moment says that that cottage cheese monstrosity, that Frankenstein ice cream, is really yummy. We've not tried it yet. So you can't say to people to try it in case you're literally saying to them, put some Dijon mustard on your cornflakes and then that will stop you eating food. Yeah, don't do that. The Mostardo is a joke. It isn't real.
It's real.
The Mostardo plan coming to a scam merchant near you soon. No, don't do it. But that ice cream might be terrible.
That's what happened to my hummus.
Yes, that's why you couldn't eat it.
Mostardio.
But that ice cream, Rufus, might be really nasty. So we will try it for you if you want, and then we'll recommend or not.
Okay.
We'll give you an authentic review. How about that? Beyond authentic. Because remember with us, authenticity is where we start. Honesty is where we start. You cannot do a weight loss journey, health maintenance journey.
I've got some berries in the freezer.
Okay. You can't do a health maintaining journey if you are faking what you're eating or if you are eating off plan. Oh my God. I'm trying to talk to people online. I know. I'm struggling, dear. We've had a very busy day. I'm really struggling today, and you just want to play with the pussycat.
No.
Yes.
Just looking very cute.
She is looking. She's always very cute. We currently have 703 whatever thousand people. I don't know how many's watching, but we've got some people watching.
How do we know?
I don't know. I have to press other buttons on the YouTube, and I can't work it out because my brain's not functional. Anyway, Yeah,
Yeah.
so we'll let you know whether that ice cream turns out all right. And if it does, then absolutely try the ice cream with the cheese in it.
You wouldn't know it had cheese in it.
I would know it's got cheese in it from the next day because of the dairy.
Yeah, you would.
The same as the ice cream in Lidl. I know that isn't dairy free the next day because my tummy goes, oh. They're shouting again upstairs. Ice cream is your weakness. Oh gosh, hang on. Audrey said you bought a luxury tub of ice cream for Bill. Didn't bother you. Far too creamy and sweet for you. Absolutely, I agree.
They do put too much sugar in all this.
Yeah, ice cream is Kimberly's weakness. Luckily, Kimberly, I've never been a fan of ice cream, even as a youngster. If we ever go to the New Forest again, I will have a single scoop. The one they do that with the scoopy thing, not the Mr. Whippy one. I'll have a single scoop of New Forest ice cream because that was absolutely amazingly
It's not when you go to the
deliciously yum.
seaside and they like do the scoop ice cream.
No, because the New Forest ice cream is very rich though. It's very rich. Yeah, we had it before when we were down there.
Long time ago.
Audrey finds sweet potatoes too sweet. I can see that. I quite like them though. Samantha says, thanks to Audrey for the info on the pasta sauce. Our air fryer is like an oven. We've got two. One's huge like an oven and does all the bits. I don't know with all the bits that it does because we haven't used it.
Dehydrates and everything.
Yeah, we haven't used it for anything other than air fry. So, we
have.
What? Roasted the chicken. That's it.
I've dried vegetables and things in them before.
Oh, did you? In the big one?
In the small one?
I don't mean the small one. That's just put on low on the air fryer. The big one's got super functions to do it. Yeah. I think if you put raw ingredients in and found the right connection buttons,
20
make it
different
for
functions
you.
in the machine.
That's what I mean. If you just bunged in,
most air fryers, like you can put them on and you can only the maximum is like an hour. In that one, it's like 2 hours something.
Yeah.
Or dehydrating, you can put on for even longer.
Yeah, in the big one that we've got, you can put in 500 grams of mince, a whole onion, a whole pepper, and a handful of gravy granules, and it will make it into a stew for you. It chops it up and does it, and it fries it off nicely, browns off the onions, chops them finely.
So you'd have to do a thing then.
It does, but you've got to find the right combinations of buttons to make that program happen. And then it has little arms that come out the side and go chop, 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 me, la, 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 hurdy, gurdy, birdie, gurdy, gurdy. That is Chef from the Muppets. And does all of that for you. And then it goes ping, and the little arms go back inside like that. And it goes, oh, I didn't have any arms at all. It's magic.
Oh, it's like that machine, that candy floss machine.
Yes, the candy floss machine we saw in town, yeah. Lisa says, thanks everyone for all your advice. In general, I can be good. You're 2.5 stone down since you started Slimming World 9 months ago. That's really good, you know. But it's the days when emotions kick in that are hard. Yeah. Absolutely. 100% with you there, my darling. But all you've got to do, right, this is when it's even more important, right? Even more tough, where you've got to just go, this isn't for me. And I've had to do, well, we've both done it, haven't we?
It is a process though, and you've got to, it's like retraining yourself to know that some things you just should avoid.
There's a counselling technique called reframing. Yeah. And basically what we've had to do is all of the food that is very high in calories that we used to enjoy and we used to eat a lot of and overeat, all of that food now for us is in the, this might be okay to eat, but it's going to make us super unhealthy. I never want to be 24 stone again. 25 stone again. I never want to go put myself through that.
Do you not think it's different? Like you'll know anyway that if you've ever smoked and then you stop smoking and then you're not, you know, you're someone that it completely changes how you taste food. Mm-hmm. And it's the same if you come away from added sugars
and fats.
Yeah. So things like, you know, that you come away from added sugar, but then when you eat a bowl of fruit, it tastes so much nicer.
It does.
Because it's natural sugar.
It's natural sugars, it's the fructose. But I do think that we've had to reframe a lot of stuff that is, it's not that food is naughty or bad, it's just that if I eat that,
It's gonna be,
I know it's going to drive me down a spiral. I'm going to fall down that spiral, and before I know it, I will be back at 20 plus stone, 25 stone, like I was at my heaviest, and I will be back on that journey. It won't just be fat that does that. It will probably lead to overdoing the sugars again, because my brain will say, well, now you're on the jab for your sugars, you can have the sugar because it's fine. It's not going to affect you in the same way. I do not want to be at that point where I am risking my eyesight, risking my foot, and risking my health, because I can't afford to get to 25 stone again and then struggle for another 2 years trying to get my weight back down. I can't afford to do that anymore. I'm getting too bloody old and too sick of that yo-yo lifestyle. So for me, all of that food is almost like, no matter how much I would like to eat it, and these days I don't even fancy it, but in the early days, no matter how much I would have wanted that, I can't do that, because it will lead me down that line. And literally for us, I think it is that reframing. We don't bring it home if we don't want to eat it. We keep the plan super simple. You've heard us say that numerous times now.
We literally, you know, I still find that I do look at food when I go into the supermarket or go somewhere. I just choose not to pick it up.
All the beige food that I used to look at, quiches, pasties, pies, the sweet pastry items, the donuts and cakes and pasta donata.
You say to yourself, oh, look, haven't I been good? I didn't put that in my trolley. Go, you know, be nice to yourself. Go buy a bag of fruit. Buy something else that you really do like. That's on plan.
Or treat yourself for something that isn't necessarily food.
Yeah.
Go to Costa. Go and get some Lego minifigures.
Yeah.
£3.49 for each little one. They're a whole different sets. Go and do that. Go and buy yourself a bunch of flowers. Whatever it is for you that will make you feel better in that moment. Take it as a win. If you have managed to have that emotional issue, right? You've had that emotional reaction. Life is lifing really hard, and you've felt those emotions and they've dug deep, and your pattern is about to continue. You're about to hit that replay button. Yeah. You're about to reach for Uber Eats or for Just Eat or whatever it is. You're about to do that DoorDash in the States. And you somehow manage to pull yourself back from that and say, no, if I do that, I will end up being off plan, probably off plan for months, and rejoining heavier than when I rejoined this time round. If you get that locked in your mind, then not doing that becomes a win. Yeah, not doing that becomes a win.
Just getting used to, you know, that food isn't for me.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the worst thing is you take it home and you know, if you then find you have got cravings or keep thinking about something, it's indoors. You're gonna, you know, you're gonna eat it.
Yeah.
And I know myself now well enough to know that to not bring those things home.
Absolutely.
Because if it's here, we know exactly. Even if you go, oh, I'll put it in the cupboard, I'll put it somewhere. Oh,
but the thing with that though is that's going to be really difficult for Lisa, who has to have higher calorie products in the house. And this is where now, I guess for me, it's like having the pork. Was it belly pork for the dogs? I used to love belly pork. My favourite cut of meat, beyond far, because of the fat.
But every day though, that you know, in your every day in your journey, every day that you say, I'm not eating that, you know, that isn't for me.
It's
eventually it sticks.
It does.
And it's just the consistent action of that's not for me.
Yeah.
And your willpower will get
repetition.
Stronger. Yeah.
It isn't about perfection. It's always about progress. And it is about that idea of if you can get through one of those emotional periods and not reach for that food, that is a massive, 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 massive win, right? Take that win, celebrate it. Tell us on here. Tell us on the Losers Club on Facebook. Tell everybody you possibly can that would be sympathetic, not trolls online, but you know what I mean. Celebrate it. I just had a really rough night, and even though I sat by the edge of the bed wanting to go to the fridge and eat XYZ. I didn't. I got a banana. I had an apple. I had a glass of water and went back to bed. Whatever it is that you managed to do, celebrate that win. And do something nice for yourself to celebrate that win. It might, to everybody else, it might be, so you didn't go and eat a bar of chocolate, you're on a diet, you're not supposed to. But I've been there where you are as well. When those emotions hit, comfort food, the idea of doing anything else other than stuffing our face can be really, really, really difficult. But if you get that win, celebrate it, right? Make it a big deal, because for some of us, not everybody, but for some of us, that's a pretty big change.
It doesn't come.
Change.
It does. I couldn't say it doesn't come natural just to go. Oh, that's not for me anymore.
No.
I still look at all of these foods. I just know what those foods did to me for years.
Also, I'm not being funny, but our generation treats food like high calorie content.
And it was
a treat.
Make sure you finish everything on your plate, as you're not going out, or you're not going to have pudding, or you're not going to. And it's all of that sticks with you for life.
And if you're good, we go McDonald's on Saturday. If you're good, I get you some sweets. If you're good, you can have a cake.
Yeah.
That reward with food is so ingrained in some of us that as adults we go, oh, I've been really good. I'll have food. I'll have this. I'll have that. Do you know what I mean? It's like
I have to keep that in because it's for the children. I have to. Oh well, I ended up eating some of that.
Yeah. And it is just that constant reminding yourself that is no longer for me. That is not food that I eat. Yeah. If you are genuinely, and again, this is where I say it always starts with authenticity, because beyond authentic. If you are in the supermarket and picking up that packet of penguins, and you pick them up, and you know in the back of your head, even if you know, but you don't want to admit it, that you are going to eat some of those. Your conscious mind may well say, oh, these are for the kids, I won't have any. That little voice in the back of your head, when motivation is lacking, when your emotions are running high, if they're in your house and you know you're going to eat them, that's not authentic. You're lying to yourself, let's be honest, right? If you say, I'm going to pick up this packet of penguins and I'm probably going to eat 4 of them, but I'm okay with that because this is a really tough time, but the kids will eat the other 4 or 2, whatever. I don't know how many are in a pack. If you're okay with that, then go ahead. But it's about that authenticity. I know these days chocolate doesn't bother me, sweets don't bother me. I know still if I came home with a thing of brie, I would be really, 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 I would find it difficult not to have not to have any. And because of that, I don't allow myself to buy it. Therefore, if I don't buy it, it's not in the house. But there's also this thing of, I know 100% if something isn't for me, then it genuinely these days isn't for me. So you'll see in the Mega Haul video that's available to members now. It was so weird saying that on this channel. But hang on, let me just say that whole video, there are some fake penguins with chocolate flavouring that we got for the doggos, which is great. They're not for me. I can't eat those. If I eat them, I'll overeat the entire packet. I'll get eye issues, foot issues, blood sugar issue. I will just, so therefore, they're not for me. Go on, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, you know, if you are especially someone, if you're pre-diabetic or you are diabetic, eating all of those things, you know, you have to bear in mind that if you get any, you know, habits with food long term, you can get the after effect. Even though you go, oh, I'm pre-diabetic or I am diabetic and I've now stopped eating those things, you can still get like any after symptoms of things or after sort of issues with your health up to 10 years after.
Yeah, basically, shall I rephrase what you're saying? Right, the negative effects of eating a high fat, high sugar diet, even if you stop today, it can take up to 10 years for that to clear your system. This is why with my eye bleed, I'd been on a we'd been on plan for over a year at that point when I
Yeah.
had the bleed,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was
So,
this year,
yeah.
and it was
It'll
so it
be
was
this,
over a year. It was
2 years
15
ago.
months.
It'll be this October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was so I'd already been on plan for a year.
But yeah, worrying, isn't it?
Off
But yeah.
sugar, off everything, literally 100% on plan, and I had the eye bleed, and I'd already had some laser to try and avoid that, because they found that there were issues with my eye through diabetes, and the doctor said it's like smoke on the horizon. If you see smoke on the horizon, it's one of two things: either there is a current fire, or there was recently a fire. If there was a fire 10 years ago, you're not going to see it, or a set period of time ago.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with my health. I overate to such an extent and ate crap food for such an extent for such a long period of time that all of that collective damage is still with me. Yeah. Even now, nearly 2 years, 2 years in October, so whatever that is, 18 months, 20 months on plan. Yeah, all of that is still with me. And that's without even talking about things like the loose skin I've got now from losing the weight and all of the rest of it. But all of those health issues I've got are probably still going to be with me for the next few years until my body slowly kind of, it's like a tanker in the middle of the ocean, the really big, massive tankers where they're so big and so cumbersome, it takes them hours to move, to do a 90-degree turn because they're so big. My lifestyle led me to being as big as one of those tankers effectively, and therefore the minute I changed my lifestyle, the cumulative effect is still rolling on.
I said that wasn't
and it
even
takes a long
just
time.
about sugar and that, because you were more savoury anyway.
Yeah, it was fat, high salt content, a lot of calories, and a lot of processed stuff. Yeah, and also far too much sugar. Even though my go-to was always savoury, there was plenty of other stuff in there as well. So yeah, it's just, I really wish I could open up everybody's head and just share how it feels to be free of that food noise, to be free of that constant need for those foods, and how my brain has totally reframed those foods now. Not as bad food, they're just not for me. In the same way, some of you on here love mushy peas, some don't. Those that don't, it's not for them. You know that I can't handle mega hot chilies. So the mega hot chilies and the hot chili sauces, they're not for me. It's exactly the same with sweet food, high calorie food, high fat food, just not for me. I wouldn't go and have one of those hot ones, wings things.
You don't want some of the mustard down there.
No, I wouldn't have that. I wouldn't go for a Bindaloo, there's a hotter one, or whatever it is. I wouldn't go for that in a restaurant.
A Bindaloo, yeah.
Even if it was even if it was the healthiest one, I wouldn't go for that because it's too spicy for me. So again, it's not for me.
Unless it's a Slim and Well meal, which was definitely
not spicy. But do you know what I mean? That change, having that locked in my brain, has freed me up no end, because I don't get any FOMO. I don't get any idea of, oh my gosh, I wish, don't you miss the Chinese? Don't you miss getting all those takeaways? No, I really don't, because I know what they did to me. And even from a taste perspective now, as you say,
but it is.
We've not eaten that way for so long. I don't want the grease in my mouth.
No, but it is just making it sustainable, so that and using your swips, and we do that sometimes. Like I say, sometimes we will get a processed meal, but it's one that we can swip as if it was like a takeaway.
Yeah.
Occasionally things like that, but if you don't allow yourself to have certain things, how can you stick to it long term?
Exactly. And we are going out next week for your birthday.
We are.
Well, we're not going out for your birthday. We're going out for a meal around the time that happens to be birthday anniversary of your birth. So it's not a birthday celebration, because you don't really want to do that, do you? No. It's just going out for a nice meal on a day that just happens that a few years ago your mum popped you out. It just happens to coincide with it. It's like me and Neil. We don't send each other birthday stuff or Christmas stuff. It just, I saw this and thought of you at this time of year. I don't know why. But yeah. Audrey says, there was a member in my group, now a target member, that did a whole blog about the things she made from cottage cheese, including ice cream. That sounds good. Samantha, your daughter suffers with dairy too. Oh, bless her. Her tummy does the same. She still eats dairy though, if she doesn't mind suffering for it. Yep. I know that one. Yours is just a normal single drawer one. Little air fryer is a single drawer one.
Basket.
Yeah. You can still do all sorts with it. It's had to nip off. You've got a new channel from the History Squad. Don't know who they are.
But our old machine had a square basket, not a round basket, which you could get a bit more in it.
Yeah. Audrey says you had a simple tea last night, bacon, barbecue beans and burgers. You thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought you were going to say you bloody loved it. Burgers, beans and bacon. Rufus, are you completely quitting the
I have so far. I have so far.
Or are you just kind of checking it out to see how you do coming off it? A little bit of each.
I still, normally people say within a week, any hunger cues and things come back. But I think it's down to other reasons as to why I don't get hungry.
Holland's here. Hello, Holland.
And I was mostly doing it just to retrain myself not to. I don't need to eat snacks all the time in the evening time, and I've not been doing that so much anymore.
No, you haven't.
So occasionally I will have a packet of those crisps or whatever.
The waffle crisps.
I don't eat any more than like normally one packet at a time now.
He says this, but you really do want to go and check out the mega haul video that's coming up. It's live now for members for the members only, and it will be going live for everybody tomorrow at 4:30. Have a look in there at what waffle crisps, they're not crisps, are they? But the waffle snack things, they're crisps. That Rufus bought. 3.5 swips a bag, but he's not really into them. But you just have a look. Well, all I'm going to say, no, don't say anything else about it. Don't say anything else about it. You just have a look at this, the crisps and snacks that he doesn't eat anymore. You just look. Yeah. You just look. Anyway, Kimberly will say that's something I was wondering. Why are you trying to make yourself healthier, eating healthy foods, but you're still buying snacks and rubbish for your children? That's something that we've often thought about. There was somebody at our group before that went.
I've got children.
It's half term, so I've got all this stuff in for the kids.
So I've made the stuff for them, and I'm picking at food, and while I'm doing their things, and when they leave a bit of food left over, sometimes I'll eat that as well.
Why don't you cook healthy food for the kids? Like you can cook.
And they're like, well, I've got to buy snacks from, haven't I? But I've always said to people that if you stop eating those things yourself and stop getting them, I said, and you've got a nice bowl of fruit and other things, healthier choices, then they're going to eat those things. If they see you eating them...
I mean, there's still a lot of peer pressure. Yeah. They're going to want crisps and chocolate and things like that. But you can go for lower
and just make little changes over time so that, they sort of transition as such. But mind you, eating plans.
I do have to say, we are not parents. We have not experienced pester power. We have not been in that situation where they're at the checkout having a complete tantrum, a hissy fit, and a full-on Karen explosion
on the floor
about the fact you're not buying them a particularly sugary cereal or a particularly, high-calorie snack. So we've never been there with that. So all I can say is, if you are a parent, do the best job you can. Do the best you can. If that means giving your kids, giving into the treats every now and then I understand. I absolutely understand. All I will say is one of the reasons I got so fat is because my mum was fat, and my mum ate lots of biscuits and would hide food.
So it is a little bit like, if you see somebody else eating certain things, you want it as well. So.
Especially if you see them overeating those things, and emotionally eating, that is something I grew up with. Didn't get all that trauma thing from that stupid website, but I did see.
But I think, like I say, even people, if just people are not doing Slimming World, but here and want to just be slightly healthier, there's like things you can do to start with, like cutting out the sugar pop and just having a no sugar pop if you need to, because the children will drink that as well occasionally. cutting out some of other snacks and making slightly healthier changes because it's healthier for the kids.
Making the Weetabix cakes, as you do, because you get grated carrot and apple and all sorts of even courgette
really nice.
whacked in the middle of that. Your kids don't even know they're eating vegetables.
No.
Don't even know.
Nice.
Just a bit of carrot cake.
Yep.
And you can put a little bit of sweetener or a little bit of sugar in for them if you know, and all of that. But yeah, absolutely. Listen, if
changes as you go, isn't it?
It's really difficult for anybody to stick to any kind of plan. It really is. And I know we bang on about it, but we aren't in any way, shape or form perfect with it, are we?
No,
we still have days where we're like, oh,
but one day
tough.
making certain changes. I think if I was young now, like if I was a little kid now, years later, I would thank my mum that I didn't, because my mum was bigger and her sisters were bigger, and I think looking back, I would actually
Sounds
say
like my family.
Thank you for sort of educating me a bit more about food, because I just had no idea as I was growing up about.
You see, I did. They gave us all the whole, the food triangle thing with bread at the top. That was ridiculous, or bread at the bottom, the foundation. And we did all of that. And I did integrated humanities, so there was a whole food and like health and all that malarkey.
I didn't understand all of things really, but
I didn't listen, because healthy food wasn't what I wanted. I wanted chips. So you can tell me that chips are bad. I still want chips. But no. Tell me that, if you eat all this chocolate, you'll get diabetes. I did eat all the chocolate. I did get diabetes. Did I stop eating it? No. Did I, Hella's like?
No, but
I wasn't ready to.
The thing about me being on injections and that, I was probably like only doing a number 2 maybe like twice in a week, if that.
And now you're more regular.
And now my body's kind of, nearly every day. Nearly. So in that respect, I'm a lot happier.
Yeah.
I think my body's feeling a bit better.
Yeah.
But I still don't have any hunger cues. So I'm eating at eating times out of habit, because that's my eating times.
That's when I
still don't get hungry. But I don't know when I the last felt like that. I have no idea.
Pre-COVID.
So.
Pre-COVID.
So yeah. So other than that, like I say, I'm just going to carry on as I am, not have the injections unless anything changes. But it really has helped me with not snacking on things because
it's helped you understand why you were snacking.
Yeah.
And I think for that it was absolutely worth.
Worth trying it. Yeah, definitely worth trying it.
We will do a video, a final Manjaro Monday video at some point.
But yeah, I don't regret. Like I say, I've not had it in like a week and a half, but at the moment I feel great at the minute. So
no adverse effects from coming off. Audrey says last week's reset worked. Wow, I am so happy for you, Audrey. You bought yourself a new Kindle and a ticket to a show in September up in Eden Court Theatre in Inverness.
Is it that you nearly lost your boot this time, did you?
What, kicking up a bum?
I know.
No. She didn't need to kick up the bum. She just needed a little bit of guidance to reset. That was all.
Did you have to put your hand out on me to go, naughty Audrey?
No. I want us to really, as a community, move away from naughty, good, bad, all of that malarkey, because I think it is just bollocks.
Well, the thing is, though,
generally, I think it is bollocks.
That we see in the shops is all, food. Everything has calories. Everything is hyper-processed these days, mostly.
And you can eat anything you want.
You can. Yeah.
Especially on Slimming World. If you want to go for a penguin, swip a penguin. Yeah. If you want to have an Eccles cake, have an Eccles cake.
A Cadbury's Fredo chocolate thing, that's like 5 swips.
So if you want to have a cream egg. If you want to have...
Is that 11 swips?
If you want to have a mixed grill with a dessert and a starter, you can have it. Just get yourself back on the plan afterwards and be aware that if that is going to trigger you to be off plan for a long time, you will pay the consequences. But it's not about being naughty or about being good.
If you want to do something and you can't get it out of your mind and you really want to, you're going out to eat, don't worry about it. Yeah. It's one meal. It's one evening out. go enjoy yourself, and then.
But as Audrey says, look, you brought yourself as a treat a new Kindle and a ticket to a show in September. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That is really, really, really well done, because that will give you that motivation.
That's it,
and even say to yourself, if you gain X number of pounds, you won't be able to go. Do you know what I mean? And it is one of those things where you find ways to treat yourself that are different than eating. And that's the same whether those emotions are positive or negative. I used to eat my feelings. So if I had a victory, I'd eat to celebrate. If I had a failure, I'd eat to commiserate. Either way, I was overeating. But I would tell myself it doesn't count. Oh, I'm celebrating. I'm going to have this cake and takeaway to celebrate. Yay! Oh no, I'm really depressed. I'm really upset. I'm going to have this cake and takeaway because I'm so upset. Just want an excuse to eat cake and takeaway. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? That's all it was. Realistically, it wasn't anything else.
I can say though, part of the journey being on Slimming World is getting to know times when you're most vulnerable and times when you're likely to slip up, and it's putting things in place so that doesn't happen.
Getting to know.
It definitely is. I think that's one of the biggest things about our journey this time. It is knowing
ourselves better, and being there to step in on your thoughts before something happens. Yep.
To say no, I'm not having that. Nope. Oh, but you like those. Just having your mind's telling you just one's all right. Yeah. No, I don't want it.
Curious Holland says, happy upcoming birthday, Rufus.
Thank you.
And also to Kimberly, because they're born on the same day, Holland. Yeah. Don't think you knew that. Ethelred the Unready is back again. Audrey says, like the Empress said, if you want custard, have custard. Exactly. If you... Jane's a prime example. Yeah. Jane wanted custard, substituted a yoghurt with vanilla flavouring, and then had to swip it as well, because those aren't swip free. It wasn't the same. It wasn't anywhere near similar, and she didn't get that mouthfeel, that enjoyment, that pleasure from eating it. No. Next time, if she wants to do that, she'll have some custard and swip it and control the amount of it, but enjoy that food. And it's the exact same thing. If you want a penguin bar, have a penguin bar, unless one is going to lead to you eating the whole packet, in which case, don't buy them in.
The reason I don't eat donuts anymore, because one isn't enough.
Yep. And also, just on that, if you know that you're going to eat them, start with that authenticity, as we say. Start with that. I know I am probably going to eat the entire packet. I'm going to tell myself and tell everybody else I'm only going to have one. But reality is, I'm probably going to eat the majority of the packet to myself. Mm-hmm. And then maybe hide the wrappers so that the family don't realise what I've done, and that way, oh no, we must have left them at the checkout. Oh no, they must have come out in the car. Oh no, I must have forgot to buy them.
Oh no, that's terrible, isn't it?
But if you're being totally honest, totally authentic with yourself, and you know you're going to eat them, then in the supermarket, make that decision. Are you actually going to buy them and eat the whole packet? Or are you going to leave them on the shelf for someone else? Because those are your options. If that is your trigger food, those are your options. If you don't
pick them up, someone else is going to pick them up and buy them anyway. So,
and if you don't pick them up, wow, a multinational company that owns a company that owns McVitie's might not make £3 profit that day, or I don't even know how much penguins are, but you know what I mean, right? As long as we're all authentic and honest with ourselves about.
That is the biggest bit about it, isn't it? Just you've got to be honest with yourself.
That is the biggest change that we've gone through this time round. And it is that authenticity. And it is being able to say, I am going to eat them all. Yeah. So I'm not going to buy them.
Not going to buy it.
And that's going to be it for today, everyone. If you were still at your biggest, you wouldn't fit in the seat, Audrey. Absolutely. Well, I completely understand that.
One tip for being good while you're in a supermarket, take someone with you.
There is no good.
If there's someone else with you, if I'd have took someone else with me when I was bigger, I didn't want other people seeing me pick up things that weren't very good for me. So I wouldn't buy if that person, someone else was with me. I wouldn't buy them.
No.
And that
It depends
used,
who it
that
was.
used to help me.
And also it depends
Yeah,
how
it
well
was-
you know the
yeah.
person. Because you could
Yeah.
just say, I'm buying this for the kids. And got kids.
But it could be your best friend or someone you go once a week shopping with or something to get most of your shopping. Having that extra person there, you're less likely to pick up really naughty food.
I don't know, because I would still say,
Would you?
I'm only going to have one. I can have one a day
Just
for my
one.
sweets.
There's 7 in a packet. It's only one a day.
I ate them all on the same night, one after the other with a cup of tea. But I'm telling my friend I'll have one a day.
Oh.
I'm allowed one a day on Slimming World. They're 10 swips each.
And then you had 7 in a day.
Yeah. Well, I haven't.
Yeah, the
I
whole
don't eat
week's
those.
worth.
But
Yes,
that's what I
yes.
would do. I would, because when I was at my worst, I'd lie to everyone about it, because I was lying to myself. I'm not going to eat them all. Yeah, you are. Just be honest. If that's fine. If you know you're going to eat them all, eat them all. Just accept that that's what's going to happen. Let's not bullshit ourselves and anyone else. Let's be honest about this. The reason a lot of us got to our biggest, me especially, was because I overate. I had big time problems with food and I was out of control. Now I know that and I understand that and I've reframed it and I've looked at the reasons and all the rest of it, and therefore now I know if I go back to anything like that lifestyle that isn't me being on plan where everything is controlled but loosely controlled, then I will do that again. And before I know it, I will be lying to myself, buying a load of food, going, I'll just have one. I don't intend doing that ever again. But anyway, there we go. Hopefully that's reset some of you today if you needed it.
It
was Kimberly, yes. Holland says, happy upcoming birthday to you as well, Kimberly, my darling.
But it definitely is, like I say, if you haven't given a lot of thought about just being honest with yourself about all of these things, because that's one of the biggest changes, knowing yourself well enough to know what's going to trip you up on your journey and just being honest. If you really want to do something long term and the best for yourself, you've got to be honest.
Yeah. Right then, don't forget our memberships are now open. There are 2 levels available that we've got on the YouTube, because that's what YouTube said to do. Oh gosh, hang on, where's my other button gone? Oh, it's that one. So there's a membership at $1.99 a month that gets you the loyalty badges that we've made and the emojis we've made. There's one for scales about weighing in. There's a coffee mug. There is a hands clapping, and there is one that says kiss. That isn't, that is keep it super simple. That's the $1.99, and you get access to videos a day early at least. The $5.99 a month offer is for lifers, and that you get polls, so you'll be able to tell us what you want on the channel, what cookbook we're going to use for Tuesday, those sorts of things. Shout outs to everybody that's on that level. Exclusive live stream, so we'll do a monthly live stream where we'll be able to talk
about whatever you want,
and because it is a closed members only chat, it means I believe are able to talk about things like fringing with the B without having to couch it in those terms, if that makes sense. We'll be able to have a little more frank discussions without falling into those YouTube traps. And there's also going to be some shorts on there, plus all the other stuff. So the shorts will be things that we either find funny or about what we're eating, or something we found in a supermarket that's really low SWIP or something, or it could be the pussycats being cute, it could be where we are on that day, there could be all sorts, and it'll be just
it could even
random.
Be like cooking video, could be anything, just like what we're doing for dinner. I don't know, or...
could be, it might be an update from my hospital when I've done my surgery this week, or whatever it is. Life happens, exactly. So yeah, and don't forget, for May, all money's made on YouTube, once YouTube takes its cut, is going to the 2 bladder cancer charities. That's Action Bladder Cancer UK and Fight Bladder Cancer. And then from June onwards, 50% of any money that comes through from the channel and the ad watching people that watch the adverts and things like that, whatever is made from June onwards, 50% goes to those
Like I
charities
say, the
as
stuff
well.
that we're doing at the boot sale also goes to charity as
Yeah,
well. So.
raising money for
Yeah.
that there as well. And don't forget, this is Bladder Cancer Awareness Month. Hashtag PAWARE, PEEAWARE. If there's any sign of anything in your wee, if it's a different colour, if you haven't had beetroot and your wee's a bit red, bit pink,
I never used to
a little
look.
dark,
I never used to look. I do now.
you do now.
I do now.
Look down, check your pee, because it's the first way
Yep.
of knowing if something is wrong. And sometimes it doesn't have to be massively discoloured. It could be a tiny little grain
But it could be.
of like a bit of ground pepper,
Did you
one
say
tiny little bit.
Is it another symptom is that you can
Be
feel,
running.
feel like you need to rush to the toilet really quick, like you urgently need the toilet?
Urgently running for a pee.
Yep.
Contact your GP practice or 111. The runner bean.
Yep.
Says, are you running for a pee more than usual?
Yep.
That's a symptom.
Yep.
But also, is this the chilies? No, there we go. This is the chilies. It's not just a UTI that can make your pee burn.
Yep.
If you've got any change of symptoms,
Yeah.
see your GP or 111. Do not wait and leave it like I did until I was going to the doctor about something else, because I'm very lucky they caught it just in the nick of time. Literally, they had to investigate it twice to make sure that it was the level they thought it was. And even then, it was dreadful, wasn't it? 4 years ago. Really, really was. But yeah, this time round, because again, this time round it's been caught super mega early, the treatment should be fairly simple and fairly lightweight. It isn't going to be anywhere near as heavy as it was, so which I'm incredibly grateful for. But there we go, everyone. We will see you very soon. Don't forget, we'll be back on Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock. Is it 6 or 6:30?
6:30.
6:30. With a caveat there, I am getting my laser done on Wednesday, so in theory I should be home by 6.
Yeah.
There might be a little bit of wiggle room like there was today. We'll let you know. We'll keep you updated on the Facebook and obviously on the YouTube community post, and obviously the members
if
areas
anything,
as well.
like I say, depending on what they do on the day,
Should be fine.
But yeah, like I say, if you need to move it half an hour or something, or 7
Yeah,
o'clock, or
should be
whatever,
absolutely no problem at all. Should be straight in, zap, straight home again. That's all it was
Well,
last time.
it depends though. Like say, because you had it in a message, you don't know whether it's going to be.
I got the letter, dear.
Oh, you got that one.
I got the letter. Yeah, the
Okay.
letter turned up.
Just for the zappity zap
Zap, zap, zap.
zap zap.
Yep, the zap zap.
Okay.
The bit where they go laser on, turning on the laser. Laser active, active laser. Laser off. Oh, turning the laser off.
And they've all got their glasses on.
Yeah, like welders,
Yeah.
big welder goggles. And there's me just looking on the screen going, oh, that's interesting. Look at that. Oh, look. Anyway, we will see you all very soon. Holly's saying hello to Ed. You still say portions do matter? I think they do. You can overeat free food.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And the whole point of unlimited free food is unlimited until you are satiated, until you feel full. Not have a 20 kilogram, 40-pound sack of potatoes and go through it in one day. That's not what it's about, unlimited. It's about eating until you are full. And that might be that you go for seconds and go for thirds. It might be that you go for seconds. It might be that what you put on your plate the first time round is more than enough. You can't even finish that. Whatever it is, until you feel full, that's where it's unlimited. So yeah, we agree. Absolutely no problem at all, Kimberly. Thank you for the birthday wishes, she says. Thank you for another brilliant Sunday reset. Off to put the towels away in the airing cupboard. Bye everyone. Bye Audrey, my darling. You've got an appointment with the practice nurse on the 19th. Good. I hope you I hope everything is fine with you on that day. I hope whatever it is you're seeing the nurse about is fine and you've got no issues whatsoever. I hope to get a nice result. I was going to say a positive result, but if you're going for a blood test, you don't always want a positive result because it means you've got something. So you know what I'm trying to say.
A good result.
A good result, yes. And Shen London says, see you all on Wednesday. You absolutely will, my darling. We will see you then. And as we always say, Rufus, be happy, be healthy, be authentic.